Catherine, thank you. A registration for the premier fundraising event for the United Way of the Southern Tier, the Tour de Keuka, is now open. It's been open for a few days. Joining us now to talk about it all, Lois Wilson from the United Way of the Southern Tier. Good morning. Fill us in on this registration. We're about 6 months out from
good morning.
the tour. What's going on?
Well, these riders like to get involved early, so we have a ride that's going to happen on August 3rd, which is a Saturday, and we leave from Hammondsport, and riders select a 45-mile or a 60-mile or a 100-mile ride. So many of them are avid cyclists, and they're from all over the country. They're not just from here, and they love doing this ride, so they're registering now.
Yeah, and we're going to show video in a second of the event, but everyone shows up kind of in their bike racing getup, but this isn't really a race.
No.
It's a lot more than that. Fill us in a little bit about that.
Sure, it is a ride. It is I think of it as a good time for a good cause. You're out there to support the charity, which is United Way of the Southern Tier, which supports children and senior citizens and people in need in Chemung and Steuben counties. So people come out and they have a great day. They get breakfast in the morning at the start and finish. They get support throughout the day at rest stops that are manned by volunteers. And we get lunch for the folks when they get back to the ride. There's prizes, there's gifts. It's just meant to be a way to celebrate the area as well as raise money for United Way of the Southern Tier.
Yeah, and there's 3 race options to choose from. I know when you register, you have to give money in order to come to this event. Does the money amount change depending on what race you sign up for, or how does that work? Well,
it's got to say ride. They'll correct me every time, but I don't say it. It's the registration fee is what changes. So right now registration is early bird registration. It's $30 until April 26th. It'll go up again, and then it'll go up closer to the ride. So if you don't register until the last minute, you're going to pay like $55 to register. So you really want to register early. But each rider also commits to raise $150 for United Way of the Southern Tier. And riders who raise $350 get a free Tour de Keuka jersey, which we have specially designed every year.
Yeah, so kind of 2 ways to raise money for you guys. You mentioned a little bit about what that money goes to, but how do people actually give you this money? Where do we go to sign up?
Well, you can go to tourdekeuka.org to register for the ride. You can also just go there and donate to the ride. If you know someone's riding, you can go there and click on the button to donate, and you can find your rider, and they have their own fundraising page. So you can support them individually, or you can support the ride.
Yeah, and we're still a little far away from the ride. Any last-minute preps you guys are working on, or are you guys all good to go?
We're always working on stuff right now. It's a year-long process. There's about a dozen people that are volunteers on the Tour de Keuka Planning Committee, and we meet every couple weeks just to make sure everything's ready. Our latest meeting was to finalize our 2024 routes, so that'll be going on our website here shortly.
All right, Lois Wilson, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Always a fun ride. We'll have all those details for you up on our website at WENY.com.